What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
The Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, a place where the facade of luxury crumbles beneath the weight of incompetence and neglect. As I step into this supposed 4-star hotel, I'm immediately enveloped by an eerie sense of disappointment, like a moth suffocating in a spider's web. It begins with the entrance, a grandiose facade that promises so much but delivers so little. The lobby, a space that should exude warmth and welcome, instead feels like a cold, sterile tomb, devoid of any genuine human connection. The staff, seemingly more interested in their own conversations than attending to guests, linger behind the reception desk like specters of disappointment. A simple hello feels like an insurmountable task, a bridge too far for these hapless souls. As I make my way to my room, the anticipation of a comfortable retreat evaporates like mist in the sun. The junior suite I've booked is, in reality, a cramped, poorly ventilated box with 2 single beds masquerading as a luxurious haven. The air conditioning, if you can even call it that, whirs and rattles like a malfunctioning time machine, rendering a good night's sleep an impossible dream. And don't even get me started on the beds themselves, 2 creaky, sagging monstrosities that seem to have been salvaged from a bygone era, their springs groaning in protest with every slightest movement. But, of course, the crowning glory of this hotel is its culinary abomination. The restaurant, a space that should be a sensory delight, instead serves up a never-ending parade of lukewarm, uninspired dishes, each one a gastronomic affront to the senses. The half-board I've paid for is little more than a cruel joke, a slap in the face to anyone who dares to expect even a modicum of quality. And the service? Oh, the service is a masterclass in indifference, with waiters who seem to be suffering from a collective bout of amnesia, forgetful of even the most basic of requests. But it's not just the food or the rooms or the service that's the problem, it's the very fabric of this hotel's existence. The management, lost in a sea of incompetence, seems more concerned with cutting costs than providing even a semblance of quality. The result is a hotel that's a death trap, quite literally, with floors so slippery they might as well be coated in ice. My wife, poor dear, broke her wrist here, and the staff's response? A collective shrug, a sorry not sorry attitude that reeks of negligence. And don't even get me started on the COVID protocols, or, rather, the complete and utter lack thereof. Clients wandering in without so much as a cursory glance at the hand sanitizer, the restaurant a petri dish of potential infection. It's like they're begging for an outbreak, for the virus to spread like wildfire through their neglected halls. I ask you, dear friends, what kind of establishment ignores the most basic of safety protocols? What kind of management so callously disregards the well-being of its guests? Is this what we've been reduced to, a world where profit trumps people, where the pursuit of a quick buck is more important than the safety and comfort of those who entrust their hard-earned cash to these charlatans? Join me, friends, in my righteous indignation. Let us call out these scoundrels for what they are, a blight on the hospitality industry, a cancer that must be cut out if we hope to restore even a semblance of dignity to the concept of service. Tell me, dear friends, have you had similar experiences at this woeful excuse for a hotel? Share your stories, your frustrations, and let us, together, shine a light on the darkest recesses of the Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, shops near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos. Oh my god, you know, they can be so sneaky, like, why do they do this to tourists? It makes me sad. Let me tell you what happens there. So, you know, near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, there are these shops that look fancy, like they sell real Gucci or Louis Vuitton. But no, it's all fake. Like, police even raided some last year, but guess what? The shops just changed names and kept doing it. One British tourist bought a bag, and when she realized it was fake, they threatened her. Can you believe that? She probably cried in her hotel room, you know, feeling so stupid, but it's not her fault. The scammers got arrested, but I bet they're still around, just hiding better. And oh my god, the electronics stores? No, no, no. Tourists near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos buy a new phone, but when they open the box, surprise! It's some broken old thing. A French lady paid €600 for an iPhone and got a brick. She went back, but they just yelled at her. How can people be so mean? She probably just gave up, too scared to argue more. The store changed names, of course. Classic trick. Then, the souvenir shops, oh, they're the worst. Near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, they don't even show prices. They just make it up when you pay. One Irish family paid €40 for 3 tiny towels. When they complained, the shopkeeper just said, "Tourists pay more." Can you imagine? They probably felt so cheated. But what can you do? Just walk away, I guess. And the jewelry stores, oh no! A Swedish couple bought a gold chain for €450, but it was fake, worth like €20. They went back, but the shop just threatened to call police on them. How is that fair? They must have felt so betrayed. The store is probably still there, tricking more people. Oh, and credit card skimming. In a clothing store near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, tourists paid by card, and later, poof! Money gone from their accounts. The store closed for, like, 2 seconds, then reopened with new staff. The tourists? Probably never got their money back. So unfair. Ugh, it's just. Why can't people be nice? Tourists just want to have fun near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, and these shops ruin everything. The reality of businesses near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos. Businesses near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, are a lesson in disappointment. If you expect charm, efficiency, or even basic competence, prepare to lower those expectations. The area is a parade of overpromising and under-delivering, where logic goes to die, and tourists go to sigh. Let's start with Plaza Mayor, the so-called outlet shopping center. Businesses here operate on a philosophy of false advertising. Shops claim to be open but aren't. Parking is a dystopian nightmare, spending an hour trapped in gridlock just to leave is normal. The food? Dry burritos at Taco Bell that taste like regret. And if you think outlet means deals, think again. The Nike shoes are fake, the New Balance are defective, and the only thing discounted is your dignity. Even the fountain, supposedly family-friendly, gets turned off if children dare to enjoy it. The entire place feels like a prank. Then there's the botanical garden Molino de Inca. Calling this a garden is generous. It's more like a sad zoo for depressed birds. Owls, nocturnal creatures, are crammed into tiny cages under blazing sunlight. Parrots pluck their own feathers from stress. The plants? Fine, if you ignore the overwhelming aura of animal misery. The reviews read like PETA investigations. If you enjoy nature, go literally anywhere else. Now, Tiki, a restaurant where the concept of service is treated as a myth. The staff act like you're interrupting their day by existing. Want a table? Only if they like your face. Order food? Expect microscopic portions at laughable prices. One guest's poke bowl was 90% rice, 10% sadness. And if you're not white? Good luck. A family was turned away for no reservations, while Spanish-speaking patrons were seated immediately. The racism is as subtle as a sledgehammer. Blooming Real Food Cafe is where optimism goes to die. The kitchen closes early, even if the sign says otherwise. Order an acai bowl? Denied. Try to work on your laptop? Banned. The coffee arrives cold, the service slower than a snail on sedatives. One guest waited 20 minutes just to order, only to watch later arrivals get served first. The staff's solution? If you're unhappy, leave. At least they're honest. Nightlife? Discoteca Parthenon is less a club, more a crime scene. Pickpockets roam freely. Waiters pour drinks based on whether they fancy you. Your boyfriend gets a thimble of rum while you get a proper glass. The music? A DJ who may or may not exist, playing the same Eurovision track on loop. Smoking indoors, illegal, by the way, adds to the vibe of lawlessness. The only thing thriving here is your paranoia. Accommodations? Solroom Torremolinos is a masterclass in incompetence. Reservations vanish into thin air. Rooms come with complimentary cockroaches. Reception is a ghost town. Communication happens via WhatsApp, if they bother to reply at all. One guest arrived to find their booking invalid, left stranded at midnight. The mattresses feel like cardboard, the Wi-Fi like dial-up. It's less a hotel, more a scam with beds. Even the Castillo de Gibralfaro, a historic site, is ruined by pettiness. The last entry is earlier than posted, hike up the hill just to be turned away. Need a toilet? Pay for entry first. Parking is a myth, crowds are suffocating, and payment? Cash or Visa only. MasterCard users, enjoy the walk back. The views are stunning, but the experience is designed to make you suffer for them. Final thoughts: the businesses near Medplaya Hotel Pez Espada, Torremolinos, share a unifying theme: they don't care. Whether it's apathy, greed, or sheer ineptitude, expect to be disappointed. Tourists are treated as walking ATMs, convenient until the money runs out. If you must visit, Bring cash, patience, and a backup plan. Better yet, venture further out. Your sanity will thank you.